Hello folks, back out of the forge today, and it's hot. It's about 80 degrees. A couple of days into April. It was cold last week. It'll probably be cold in another 2 days. Mother Nature is absolutely bipolar this time of year. But anyway, as always, I don't have much time. I've got a little piece of high carbon steel here. 1095, about 3/16 thick. Don't have a plan. Don't want to make a smallish knife. Just put it in the fire and smack it a few times and see what happens. Well, since I don't know what I'm going to make yet, we'll just start out by drawing a point and go from there. I always start out by drawing a point, because you have to start at the starting spot. So that's my starting spot, and that's where I start. Just make sure we get everything evened up. No need to be in a hurry. Go ahead and mark off where I want the handle to blade transition to be. Give it about a 3.5, 4-inch blade. And hammer in the transition. Just want to make the point a little longer. I wasn't quite happy with that. I think I want a small skinner at this point. A little bit of an upswept tip, not a really great curve to it, but a little bit of curve in the tip. So, draw that tip out a little longer and make sure everything is squared back up, nice and even. Now knock a little reverse curve in it, because I don't want, like I said, I want a little curve, but not a great big sweeping curve in the knife blade. So we'll put a little reverse curve in it. And start working the bevels in. And of course that'll take that reverse curve out. Working a hammer width at a time. No need to hurry. Take your time working things like this. Just taking the curve just about the way I want. Can already tell I'm not going to have a good sharp fit, or a good sharp tip, I'm sorry. My grasp of English is tenuous at the moment. I can already tell I'm not going to have a good sharp tip, but that's why God made man smart enough to invent a grinder. Knock the scale off a little bit. Just keep working those bevels. Pretty much just planishing at this point, taking out the hammer marks. Make sure everything's straight, and it is. And what I'm doing here is just straightening the blade back out, taking a little bit of the bend out of the handle blade transition. And we'll start working on the handle. Knock the scale off. Make sure everything is nice and even. I want the handle length to roughly be the same length as the blade. Just give the knife a good balanced look. Knock in a little more contour, a little more taper into the handle, and work it back out. Keep it nice and flat and even. It's going to be pretty good. I'll put a little curve in the handle at the horn here in a little bit. Oops. Well, right now I'm going to mark the handle where I want to cut it off. I'm getting my tongs back up out of the floor. Now off screen, I'm just going to cut the handle off. And we'll finish working in a little contour. Kind of liking that pretty much, but I do need to put a little curve in that handle. Let's warm it up one more time. Yep, everything's flat. Knock a little curve in. There we go. I believe that's going to do. All right. Got it normalized. Took it inside, did a little bit of grinding on it. I was just going to leave it root to forge and just put an edge on it, but instead I went ahead and cleaned it up. Put a little shine on it. This is what we ended up with. Somebody's going to have a nice little Skinner. I'm satisfied. Anyway, if you're still here, thanks very much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave us a comment. God bless and have a great day.